All right, so for the rest of the material, so you know how to access all the course material, you know how to do your online homework, you know how to do your labs, you know that when you take your exams, you need to go through the proctored assignments, and you know that you're going to have to use Respondus Lockdown and Monitor. Please note that there is the trigger that takes and gives you a message if you move, that has been turned off. So you will not get a notification if you've shifted out of the view of the screen. With that, obviously, you're still being recorded. I understand emergencies happen. When emergencies happen, just send me a text or an email and let me know what happened during that particular point in time. Um, I understand that we're all doing our best at this point. So exams, online homework, and then our lab. So what does the grading look like and what else do we have? So grading. Note if you go to the course syllabus, this is the paper one, not the Nova Online. Um, we're going to have, first of all, we're going to have optional lectures and help sessions 3 nights a week, and we have lab meetings on Sundays. The first lab meeting is mandatory, and by mandatory, it means that if you can't make it, you need to let me know so that I can assign you a lab partner. I really don't want this semester to be all of us, kind of on our own on this. I'd like a little bit of um, camaraderie, hopefully. So, this is what we're going to do with our lab meetings. They start at 10 and we'll go through the basics. If you want to take and work on your labs in a lab group at that time, which I strongly recommend, you can do that. If you want to just get a basic idea of what's going on and then do them on your own, that's fine as well. But either way, please show up if you can on that. Otherwise, you need to send me an email or a text and let me know what's going on. Grading. There are 4 exams, each worth 100 points, and they are going to be based on lecture and they're going to be based on the homework. With a note here, while it's 100 points, this isn't quite correct. Your exams are going to count for 55% of your course grade. Your achieve assignments are going to count for 20% of your course grade, and your lab is going to count for 25% of your course grade. If you take a look at the assignments within um, Canvas, this is what it's going to look like. At the end, extra credit is going to be added to your exam grade. If there is any cheating on the exam, meaning that you have um, used other materials, you've worked with another student, you have Googled something, um, then you are going to get a 0 for that exam. That 0 cannot be dropped. Please note there are questions that are set up within the exam such that if you do Google them, they are going to be set up to really catch you out because the answer on Google is not consistent with everything that we have learned. Those are intentional, it's not personal. Please don't Google your answers and please don't cheat. It never goes well. All right, so with this, that is how everything is graded. Again, exams are 55%, labs 25, and your online homework is 20% of your grade. If you go to Zoom here, there's going to be a couple different things on Zoom. There's going to be lectures and help sessions. I have scheduled these at night only because most of you work day jobs. And so with that in mind, um, I have scheduled them starting at 7:30. It's on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. Um, our labs are on Sunday mornings at 10. These are optional. What I will do with the lecture is I will send out a document that I will be covering. Please come and ask questions, and it will just be a bit more personal way of going through the course material. Obviously, all the lectures are already pre-recorded and put online, but a lot of people prefer these. And when I'm done with it, I will publish the lecture. After the lecture, which will be around 8:30, there will be a help session, and that help session will run probably no later than 10. If the evenings do not work out for you, please let me know, and I will take one of these days or times and switch it to a daytime. I just need you to communicate that with me. So, with the last thing I think we need to talk about is Remind. Remind is a texting program, um, and it's a really, really nice one. The information for signing up for Remind, of course, is on Canvas. Um, when you do this, you're going to be populated into a Remind course. Any email or text that you send me, and by the way, you can use Remind on your cell phones, your iPads, your computers, anything you like. But the key here on Remind is what you can send me is our questions. So, for example, um, if you have a question that you wish to ask, and I'm going to have to dig some stuff up. This is a student who sent me a question on advising. It can also be questions about homework, but preferably homework. And when you do this, I just need a student I know who sent me a question on homework. There we go. Probably him. Okay, so if you send me a question on homework, so this student was working on a chapter 17 in Chem 112, and she has a question, and she has sent me a picture of what she is working on. The key on Remind is that if you send me a screenshot of what you are working on, I can annotate it and get it back to you within a couple of minutes. And like you, I don't keep reasonable hours, which means I don't work Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. I tend to be like you and work in the evenings. I do on weekends. And this is by far the best way to get a hold of me. So if you get stuck, and when I say stuck, I don't care if it is on any part of Achieve, any part of Pivot, doing your extra credit, any of these you can ask me questions on. Obviously, exams, no. But the rest of it, you can send me a screenshot of anything that you're working on. And when you do, I will annotate it and get it back to you. And so if you have any questions you need to ask me, please use Remind. And of course, if you want to figure out how to get to Remind, you're going to have to use your Canvas, go to the home page, go to required materials, and you will be able to find everything you need to join Remind. All right, talk to you guys on Sunday.